Howdy, y'all. This is Derek Egler for What's on Tap. This is episode number 3. We're coming at you live on Memorial Day, Monday. Um, this is just a nice show about drinking beer, hanging out, relaxing, enjoying life to the fullest. Today, I've got a special treat for you all yet again. I got some backlash the last episode on my old style segment that I did on that episode. But you know what? It's all opinionated, but my opinion to me obviously is going to matter. And Old Style is still one of the top beers that you can buy and that you can drink, and I will stand by that until the day that I die. Today I've got a special treat for you. It is Memorial Day. I'm here in the man cave. This you see good old Mountain Dew. It's not Mountain Dew, but we'll get to that later. First, we're going to bring you one of my favorite crafts. It is a big, it is an independent craft, but it is also mainstream, big time. We all know him as Samuel Adams. I think Samuel Jackson made Samuel Adams popular back with Pulp Fiction. I could be wrong, but this is one of their big ones right here. This is the Boston Lager from Sam Adams. It is a really good lager beer. Sam Adams puts out a quality product, quality ingredients. They do a great job of bringing that in mass quantities to everyone. So I'm definitely appreciative for Sam Adams. This one, it is a four ingredient beer. They've got your hops, they've got your barley, they've got your yeast, and obviously they're going to have your water in there too. So let's crack this bad boy open, see how it is, give you my take on this wonderful and beautiful Memorial Day. There we go. I always do a nice little sniff. What I get here, malty, hoppy. It's got some bite, not too much bite, but a little bit of bite. And yes, if you're gonna drink Sam Adams, you do it out of the Sam Adams glass. Otherwise, you shouldn't really do it like that. I tend to be a fan of the Sam Adams glass. It is a good one. Can't complain. And if you see that, like those bubbles right there will not stop in this glass until it's gone. They never stop. We can sit here and talk, discuss, get a little citrus notes here. You can definitely smell the hops that they use in this one. They're still going. Like I said, they will keep going. They're not going to stop. Now, what kind of hops did they say they had? Mittelfuhr hops. And they were hand selected. They went to Bavaria, matter of fact, to get these. They were hand selected. Hallertau Mittelfuhr hops. Wow. Sam Adams does a great job. They've got a lot of different range. I've got a really nice Imperial White sitting back in the cellar, and that'll get broken out here one of these episodes soon. I'll break one of those out. I do have two of them, and I've had them for probably almost 20 years. I'd say I was probably 21 when I bought them, so it's been a good 17 years right now that I've had them. I've aged them. So they've been aging since, at bare minimum, probably 2005. And that'd be the least amount of time. So they're 15-year-old beers. And I'll break one of them open here probably pretty soon, matter of fact. I've been thinking about it. A lot of the beers that I've gone, or that I will go through, are going to be aged. This Sam Adams Boston Lager, it is not. I just kind of wanted to bring this show. I didn't do one last night. I was kind of just just feeling a little bit too tired to bring you another episode. I'm a lot refreshed now. Been doing a lot of work, putting a lot of work in over the weekend, and the weekends, matter of fact. So this, and you see, we've been talking here for a few. You might be able to still see those bubbles. This camera isn't the best, but I mean you can still see them. They're still going. And this is a nice light copper color. It is, like I said, Sam Adams brings a great beer, and this actually, funny enough, it is a Sam Adams Boston Lager glass. But this stuff it's a good quality beer. Sam Adams, like I said, I've got a nice Imperial White. I've got some Porch Rocker as well, some of the same 76. Got a little bit of that too. There's some Cherry Wheat out there. He does a real nice summer ale with Grains of Paradise, which is it's a delicious beer, and Grains of Paradise really add that extra dimension to the beer. Might have to eventually, while brewing my own, pick up some of that Grains of Paradise, see what it does, see how it affects the beer. But like I said, they were one of the first ones. Sam Adams was one of the first beer companies to bring in the Grains of Paradise. They did that with their summer ale years and years ago, and they've continued to do it. The summer ale is really good. It's really crisp, clean, refreshing. This Boston Lager, it is a lager. It's a great, I mean, if you're just getting into Sam Adams, you don't know, oh, am I going to like Sam Adams or not? Try the Boston Lager. If you don't like it, I would recommend trying something a little sweeter or fruitier. The Cherry Wheat might not be up your alley, but if you like cherries, then you might like it. Best thing for me, when I see Sam Adams comes out with their 12 packs or seasonal 12 packs, sometimes you get limited release beers. That's a great chance to just try something new, bring something new to your palate, to the table for you. And it's a great idea to do. I think a 12 pack costs me maybe $16, $17, which isn't out of this world outrageous by any means. And you get to try new beers that some people may never have tried. So anytime I see a new 12 pack of Sam Adams, whether I've had 3 of them or not, if there's one beer in there that I haven't had, you better believe I'm buying that 12 pack, because I'm going to try that beer and see how good it is. And now with this show starting up, I'm going to try as much beer as I can, give you my take on the beer. This Boston Lager, it's good. Would I take it over an Old Style? That's a big question. We've got the 2010 Celebration at number 20, the Old Style at 19. I would drink this over the 10-year Celebration Ale. Definitely, without a question, I would. You get some smell of some maltiness. A little. The hop taste now really hits more in the mouth, less on the nose. But you still get a little bit of that citrus pop from the hops in here. It is good. It's a good beer. I would have to put, at the moment right now, Old Style is number 19. Sam Adams Boston Lager is number 20, and the Sierra Nevada 2010 Celebration Ale is number 21. And don't ask why I started with number 20. I just did, so I can work forward and backward. It just makes it simpler for me. I'm a simple guy, so that's just how I did it. Now there's still bubbles coming up from the bottom. Yep, there you go. You can see that. Now this beer is pretty well gone, and still bubbling. It's crazy, just absolutely insane that it does this. I was floored the first time I ever saw it do that, and I'm still floored to this day of watching it do that. But this is It's crisp. It's hearty. It's a lager. It's not. I couldn't say it's refreshing. I mean, if I was out mowing the yard all day or whatnot, this wouldn't be my first choice by any means. But just to sit back, relax, and chill, I would definitely. I'd go for a Sam Adams. I'm a fan of Sam. I'm a fan of many, 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 many breweries and brewers. Sam Adams, an Ohio guy. Sam Cook, right there from Cincinnati. Nice fellow. Brings a quality beer to the table. So I definitely can't complain with their use of ingredients or anything at all. Not going to complain about Sam. Are there better beers on the market? Absolutely. Craft beer wise, this is the big time craft brewer who brought it in originally years and years ago that really started before the craft beer boom was Sam Adams. He's going big time. I mean, you can get him in all 50 states, in different countries as well. And Sam brings a quality product to the table. So I'm definitely giving this one right here the nod to go above Celebration. But this particular Boston Lager, it's not for me. And the bubbles are still going. I don't know. You can, oh, there we go. You get to see them. Still, bubbles to the last drop. It's amazing. Now you can get a lot of different crafts. I also recommend, not only when you go into the liquor store, your Walmarts or Kroger's or Myers or wherever, that if you see a beer or hear about a beer that you think, oh man, I might like, great idea to go into your local brewery if that's where you heard about it from. Go into your local brewery, say, hey, I heard you guys have this. Can I get a little taste of it? They'll give you a taste for free. You try the beer, a little taste of it. You don't like it, no harm, no foul. You like it, then you get to support your local craft brewer. Now, like I said, I do have a Mountain Dew bottle here. This is not Mountain Dew, but it is a special recipe brewed by myself. And I won't take a guzzle out of this one because there's some trub on the bottom and on the top, so you got to pour kind of easily here. I don't want to get that trub kicked up in there. And trub is pretty well just dead yeast. That's all trub is, just your dead yeast. This one's still going. There you go. You do not want to drink that. It's just dead yeast. Dead yeast in there. Ugh. Don't want no part of that. Now, like I said, this is a Canadian red. I put some extra honey in it. The first glass I had a few weeks ago was pretty decent. I think I might have put it on Twitter or something, whatnot. But it was pretty good. I will say this one, I don't think is as good. Haven't really had a big drink of it. But yeah, I did not, like you saw, I didn't clean out my glass. If I'm putting beer in, I'm not, if it's going to be real different, like if I was going to sit and stack in a lambic or maybe a sour, a Gosa, I definitely would have rinsed this out. But my Canadian Draft, it's a lager beer. That Sam was a lager beer. So I'm just going to use the same glass. And yes, the big surprise, you get a double what's on tap in one episode. So you get a 2 in 1. I mean, 2 for the price of 1, and this is all free, so you're not paying anything anyway. So this is a great deal. Happy Memorial Day, everybody! Woo! But yeah, you got to make yourself laugh. Comedy's the spice of life, so to say. I think I might have cringed there a little bit. That might have been a cringe drink. Now, like I said, I do brew my own beer. This is one of them that I did. It was my third beer that I brewed. And it's not bad by any means. I think it cost me to actually brew 2 gallons of this beer that is drinkable beer. It probably cost me $5. So $5 for me to brew 2 gallons of drinkable beer isn't bad. So I'll keep that in mind when I do this. First initial, I would drink this Sierra Nevada before I would drink this Canadian Draft. So the Canadian Draft has now hit to number 21. I am putting the Sierra Nevada, number 20. Boston Lager is number 19, and 18 is now going to be Old Style. Now, those rankings are going to move. I need to write them down, too, before I forget them. But those rankings are going to move up and down, the more beer I drink. And I'm just going to keep drinking beer. So, I mean, we're going to be here for a while. Not this episode by any means, because I'm not going to sit and drink for, hours upon end. And I won't keep you guys as long as my 29-minute video. I think that probably gets a little too hectic for people unless I jump through a window or fall down on my face or get hit in the, parts. But, I'm not, so it's probably not going to be that interesting. I get a little bit of like a sour fruit smell. And it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not like, ooh. But you get some molasses in this one. But kind of like a sour fruit molasses. I mean, it's colder than all get out because it's been in the fridge for weeks. But, I mean, it's a real... Like the other one I had, and it's gotten darker, oddly enough. I don't know if that's light or what happened here. But the other one was a copper red color, and it looked amazing. Like, it was good looking beer, and it tasted pretty decent. That is almost... If you ever... Like, right there, when I took that drink, I could have said, man, it tasted like a wet dog. I can't explain it, but that really did taste like wet dog. This is, like I said, it's a beer I brewed. It's a home brew. It honestly cost me $5 to make 2 gallons of it. It's drinkable. The ABV on it, I have no clue what it is because I never did any of that and don't do any of that when I brew my beer. It's just for me to drink, maybe share with a few people here and there. But I'm not selling it. I don't know what the ABV is, but I know it is strong stuff. That I do know. The Boston Lager was 5%. I don't want to be called a liar here either. Yep, 5% in the Sam Adams. This one is probably between 7 and 8%, but it's a smooth 7 to 8% alcohol on this one. See, now that drink right there was more of a had a little bit of a metallic taste. Some of the notes of the beer come through, and I don't know if this was necessarily a great batch of beer or not. To be honest with you, I bought a Mr. Beer brew kit at a garage sale a year or two ago. I think it cost me $7 with some expired refills as well. And I've used all the expired refills in the Mr. Beer kit. So $7 for all that. I brewed 6 gallons of beer and drank all of it. And I'm still here, so, I mean, it does the job. It's not a quality beer that I would pay for in the grocery store by any means, or at my local bar or liquor store. but it'll get you through. And especially, being DC, time right now during Corona, this is what you got to do sometimes if you can't go to the store. And I am running a little low, so I decided to break out one of my very own specials that I brewed. Now I'm not going to overplay this one. It's not the greatest beer I've ever had in my life by any means. That distinction goes to one and only one brewery. I'm not going to divulge that yet because I don't want them to run out of a product on me, because their stuff is amazing. And I will unleash that beast eventually. But we are hitting a little over the 20-minute mark. I'm not going to keep people. Like I said, the Sam Adams was a Boston Lager. It's a delicious choice. It is it's Sam Adams the lager. It's your lager beer. It's a good lager beer. Like I was showing you, the bubbles just keep going. The hops are good that they use. I'm not going to try to pronounce it again or look at the bottle again because it's just not happening. But it is a good beer. I do like my Sam Adams. Sam Adams lagers are good. The Boston Lager, the Summer Ale, the Christmas Ale, the Cherry Wheat, the Imperial White I've got back there that I am going to test for you guys. The Imperial White, it is going to blow your freaking socks off. I guarantee you that. Because the first time I ever drank it, it blew my socks off. Stuff is strong, smooth, and tastes delicious. 3 key ingredients to any happy beer drinker right there. And this stuff is wow. And I drank it after 2 years, 2.5 years. Still have 2 of them left, and they've just sat there in the cellar for years and years and years. That's over. I mean, I know they're different ages, but they're over 15 years aged. So I'm going to break out one of those bad boys, and it's going to be a friggin' party. Like, party hardy. For sure. Now, I'm getting more fruit notes now. Not sour fruit, but actual fruit and honey notes. A little coppery. Yeah, just some metallic notes. This is actually very reminiscent. If you would age beer in a can, some of that metallic flavor kind of starts getting into the beer. Now, there was no metal ever involved in this beer process at all, so I'm not really sure what happened there. But you know what? It's a homebrew. I'm not going to complain. It has made my list. It's sitting at number 21 behind the Celebration Ale by Sierra Nevada, behind the Sam Adams, and well behind the Old Style. But for making my own beer, I mean, it's a first time kind of thing. What was the third run? First try, third run. So I'd say not bad at all. Not too bad. You get some of that honey. I mean, there's some trub in the bottom of this too. It just sits there. Just sits and bleh. But all in all, a good choice. I mean, you can't go wrong with any beer that costs you, well, under $5 to brew. It's pretty amazing. And I do have some better ones coming up. Some raspberry beer that I'm going to do. It's going to be phenomenal. I can't wait to do that one. I'll probably actually do that one next weekend. I'll probably start that one and then go from there, see how that goes. Should be pretty good, though. It's a really high alcohol content on that one. I think it's about 8 or 9%. I plan on kicking it up just a teensy little bit, though, just because I like a high alcohol beer. But this one, like I said, it's a Canadian draft. I brewed myself. It is good. It's nothing to write home about, but it's nothing to complain about either. It's good. Get some molasses notes. A lot of molasses notes now in this bottom portion. Mainly probably from the trub that's down there, but you get some honey notes as well. And she gone. So I hope everybody's had a great Memorial Day. I hope you continue to have a great Memorial Day. I really, really hope that this episode has not been chalk dust torture for anyone. I hope you do enjoy these videos, as I definitely enjoy breaking into my stash for you. I will leave you all with this one thing on our special double dip episode here of What's on Tap. And that message for everyone: if there's water in the sky and you're waiting in the velvet sea, do the MoMA dance. This has not been your Mexican cousin, but it has been Derek Egler for What's on Tap. Until next time, keep on drinking.